Hey, I'm Andy Mientus.
And I'm Krysta Rodriguez.
And we're with
Theater Mania,
talking about
Deaf West Spring Awakening.
I think Spring Awakening at its core is a story about a group of people, children, who want to be understood and who have been denied a voice in their lives. And what better way to integrate a community and a culture, deaf culture, than with Spring Awakening.
Spring Awakening is a show about communication, and many of us are born to hearing parents, and we grow up struggling to communicate with them from day one. So we all understand that feeling and the experience of not being heard. So that for us, for the deaf individuals in the audience, I think is an instant connection and a great fit.
This production is different in every way, and yet it feels like a fulfillment of the original impulse of the play as it was written in 1891. This play was first written as such a scabrous indictment of society, of parents and teachers and churches. And we brought, Duncan and I and Michael Mayer, we brought this musical element, this excitement. The kids could rock out, but no one heard them, right? Now this makes quite literal the fact that no one can hear, and that society's deaf to the heartache of its youth.
We sort of tell the story in a more historical concept than the original. I mean, obviously the original had historical elements to it, but would burst into the very modern rock. And that's definitely part of this, but it's sort of telling the story of a particular place and time where deaf people were being discriminated against and told how they can communicate, and sort of the ramifications, the fallout of what that can create. And that's sort of a part of our show that was definitely not in the first one.
Audiences will be very surprised at the places that it goes to, and we had a lot of people who saw it out west say, I can't imagine it without this concept now, because it seems so tailor-made for it, without changing a single word of the text. It's become this story about deaf history, and I think that's just amazing direction. So it's really a testament to Michael's genius.
This is a show for all audiences, not only deaf, not only hearing, but all audiences coming together. The story itself is mind-blowing. It brings just another layer to this when you add sign language to the story.
I think the audience will leave seeing this incredible experience of deaf and hearing actors working together to tell this story, and it will give them so much to think about the world that we created. I think it's a great exposure for all audiences.
I think it's the power of communication. That's what they take away. The play tells a story, and as we educate the audience, everyone learns that communication barriers are different for everyone else. So I think it's that we have to realize that communication is key to everything. It's the power of people coming together. You must communicate, and I think that's what people will leave with.